This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on. You must have heard her radio broadcast. Though why a human would follow her invitation here is beyond me, unless you didn't listen very closely. The voice on the radio belongs to Tabitha, the supreme commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the state of Utobitha. She took control of this place almost 2 years ago. The super mutants here do whatever she says, and she says humans are to be killed on sight. Help would improve the odds. Help might just make the difference. All right, if you're good enough at what you do to meet me in the village up near the peak, we can talk further. I'll have a plan by the time I see you, if I see you. Good luck. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to get up there than it will be for me.
Raul has again been commuted for a period of 24 hours to allow time for important repairs. This time, you will get it done, Raul! Joining us from his cell to comment on the situation is Raul Tejada. Raul!
Hi, Dad. Rondo.
What's your take on the situation?
All I want is to make the special robot work again. You know, I give it my best.
We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor, during which Raul will contemplate how lucky he is to be alive. Welcome, Utobitha, to another episode of Know Your Mutants. Today, we're proud to have best friend Tabitha with us. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here, Rhonda. You look good.
So what type of mutant did you want to talk about this time, best friend Tabitha?
I thought I'd briefly talk about first-generation super mutants, Rhonda.
What can you tell us about them?
What we call the first generation of super mutants, Rhonda.
What if you stay? I love you.
A pleasant surprise to see you made it. I'm ready to get started if you are. Here's the plan. The gate to Tabitha's compound is guarded by several Nightkin, all of them using devices that make them invisible. I'm going to draw them away from the gate by telling them I spotted an intruder in the village. Then you slip in. Good luck. We're going to need it.
And what would that be?
I believe that the mutants here are generally considered to dislike humans, and nothing could be further from the truth. Considered to dislike humans, and nothing could be further from the truth. During their stay here, mutants are taught to tolerate and even accept the existence of inferior, frail creatures, humans included.
Ooh, how insightful. So then, how do you think this misunderstanding came about?
My guess is that it has something to do with the fact that every mutant in the state of Utobitha has been given explicit orders regarding security. Orders naturally include shooting humans on sight or killing them with whatever happens to be handy. Guns being in short supply, you see. As I've explained, there are numerous dangers to humans here, and we have a duty to drive them away. It is for their own good, really.
We don't care. For shame. Stick around, Utobitha, for more after this.
I've done what I can. The rest is up to you, human.
To the town didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had big iron on his heel. It was early in the morning. Riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his heel. Be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive, or maybe dead. And 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his heel. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas red and not clear leather for a bullet barely ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground.
Took you long enough, so can I go now?
When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron.
Sorry. I assumed the only reason you'd fight past a horde of super mutants and pick the lock on my cell is if you heard my cry for help on the radio. But maybe you're just sightseeing. So since the door's open and all, can I go now? Name's Raul. Raul Alfonso Tejada. I'm the mechanic around here. No. No, boss. I'm a prisoner of the crazy super mutant with the wig and the glasses. I was kind of hoping you were here to set me free. But maybe I'm not a pretty enough damsel for that. Huh? Probably because he used to be Miguel's. Whoever he was. How about if you let me go, huh, boss? Sure, boss. I'd be happy to prolong my captivity and psychological abuse to tighten some lugness for you.
Those days can be yours again. For best friends.
Back again? Can I go this time? Or do you have something else in mind? You forget about me already, boss? You sure you didn't take a blow to the head or something? My name is Raul Alfonso Tejada. Can I leave now? Or did you want to ask me again in 5 minutes? Alrighty then. I'll just head out, alone, by myself, into the dangerous waste. Sorry, boss, but as much as I like to risk getting killed by your side, you seem to already have some help.
Take a load off your mind.
Sorry, boss. Sure. Name's Raul. Raul Alfonso Tejada. I'm the mechanic around here. I was born just outside Mexico City. My family had a little ranch there. I'm an open book, boss. Granted, the book's in Spanish and some of the pages have fallen out, but I'm an open book. Old enough to know better, boss. Old enough to know better. You never heard of Petro Chico? Un amigo de Poseidon Energy. Of course not. They were an oil company in Mexico back before the war. Well, boss, when a giant, insane super mutant asks you to stay put, you do what you're told. Well, maybe you don't. But I'm just a broke-down old man. It's stupid, boss. I used to listen to the radio broadcast, just to pass the time. Well, one day the signal stopped, so I figured I'd try to find a transmitter. I'm a pretty good repairman. Or I was before my eyes started to go. Anyway, I found Black Mountain and offered my services. But Tabitha decided I was useful enough to keep around. Permanently. Anything to hold your attention, boss. You forget... Boss, usually when somebody gives you a name and nothing else, it's because that's all they want to give you.
Welcome to another
You're making me
episode
carry the
of
heavy stuff,
Know
aren't you?
Your Mutants. Special guest star, best friend Tabitha, is with us in the studio.
What's up?
To share her insights on this topic that affects us all.
Thank you, Rhonda. Today,
Why does everyone
I'd
always
like
say
to
that?
talk about a subject near and dear to my heart, the Night King.
Okay, then I guess I'll be back at the 188. Maybe digging in some dirt for scrap metal or something.
Is how you are one.
That's true, Rhonda.
Oh.
I am an...
Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
Raul!
I get through it longer than you.
No!
What can I do for you, boss? Sure, boss. The old man will crawl around in the dirt to keep hidden.
Hello. Could you please direct me to Mistress Tabitha? And I suppose you're taking credit for the deed, Fiend? I will avenge her.
Good work, human. Maybe now this place can rest in peace. I still have a job to do here. Some mutants may have heard Tabitha's broadcast and are headed here even as we speak. I'll remain and direct anyone who show up toward Jacobstown, where they'll be much better off. There's nothing here for you, human. Though it is always good to see you. There's nothing here for you, human. Though it is always good to see you.